Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, after hearing the stories of those who lost everything in the recent flood, one North Carolina group rallied with their community to provide a sense of home to a few Breathitt Countyans. Holly Whitson and her family were in Breathitt County delivering supplies when they saw the devastation and met people who lost their homes. That's when the Bakersville natives sought support from churches, businesses, and other partners to help purchase 3 campers to deliver to folks who need them, providing a home to people like Delbert White, who's been living in a rundown 1-bedroom home that was destroyed by the flood.
You don't know the people that love you. I mean, it is just unreal. And I thank God for that too. And I thank God for the people that helped me, and God bless them.
This was the first time Whitson and her family have done anything like this. She says she feels as though God opened a lot of doors to make this happen. In Floyd County, the Flood Relief Operations Center has been serving people for weeks, giving cleaning supplies, food, and more to folks in need. With FEMA outside and donations and shelters set up inside, flood victims have been showing up to fill their cars with supplies as communities work to clean up and move forward. Volunteers and organizers of the Relief Center say they are seeing a lot of needs met thanks to the work of neighbor helping neighbor.
It just more strongly ferments what we already know about these mountain folks, that we all pull together when times get tough.
Organizers say the immediate cleaning supplies and more have been met, but a need for appliances and beds is still there. Hear more from the Operations Center coming up tonight at 6. The flood took a lot from many people, but for one man in Letcher County, it took decades of his artwork. 88-year-old Doug Adams retired as an art teacher at Letcher County Central High School this year. His start to retirement now turning into a nightmare as his art studio in Whitesburg was flooded. Paintings and sculptures he worked years to make now trashed. And he says he was in disbelief when he was finally able to get into his studio, seeing his art tossed from one side of the room to the other.
That's what I was doing all this for, because I knew I was going to retire and I wanted to have a quantity of work that would be available for sale, which would have helped my retirement fund.
Adams says he lost about $60,000 worth of art and equipment, but what the art meant was priceless. Emily Bennett will have more from Adams coming up tonight at 6.
Well, a mostly dry day around the mountains today. We'll continue to watch the potential, though, for a few more spotty showers and storms as we work our way through the evening hours. Outside, as you head over toward Mount Vernon along Interstate 75, things are mostly on the quiet side again. You see some of those fair weather clouds bubbling up here this afternoon, taking you out east to UVA-wise. A little bit of a different story. Some of those thunderheads trying to develop vertically in the sky. They're at 70 right now. Current temperatures around the region, many of us middle and upper 70s to near 80 right now. Wise, our cooler spot, and that's where we're seeing a couple of those showers working through. Dew points are in the low to mid 60s, so you do feel it outside as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. But for the most part, we're not doing too bad in terms of the humidity. Pinpoint Doppler out there again. You see the biggest area, and biggest in quotation marks there, just west of downtown Norton at this hour, with a little thunder shower, if even that, probably just closer to a run-of-the-mill downpour out there toward Big Stone Gap. Backing on out, you see satellite and radar through the evening hours. We'll have to watch some of these splash and dash showers as we head through tonight, but most of us should stay dry. Keep that First Alert weather app handy as we run through the nighttime hours. Eventually those showers will go away and we'll fade back into the mid-60s and eventually the lower 60s as we head into tonight. But we're not done with the shower chances yet. The big details coming up in a little bit. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Fayette County has its first case of monkeypox. The Cabinet for Health and Family Services says it's one of 17 now likely cases across the state. So far, 3 cases have been confirmed in Jefferson County, and there are 14 probable cases in several other counties. The Lake Cumberland District Health Department is offering the monkeypox vaccine. It's available to certain high-risk people 18 years and older. They only have a limited supply. You can call the health department for more information. A new review finds a lack of high-quality monkeypox guidelines may be hampering treatment of the infection around the world. The analysis in BMJ Global Health finds the existing guidance often does not have enough detail, rarely provides advice for children, and is often inconsistent. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Wednesday. The Dow closes down today more than 71 points. We'll have more financial news in our next half hour. It's been a difficult year to travel with widespread flight cancellations, delays, and lost bags nationwide. With that in mind, the Points Guy is releasing its 6th annual Best Airlines report to help consumers choose which carrier to fly when booking their next getaway. A new report from Brian Kelly, CEO and founder of the Points Guy, says Delta Airlines is the #1 airline for the 4th year in a row. Kelly says there are 4 main factors that determine which airline is the best: reliability, the overall experience, cost, and number of destinations, and finally, loyalty perks.
Funny thing is, Delta didn't actually come in #1 in any of those categories, but they posted really strong. They're also the most expensive airline. So consumers are willing to pay to be treated like humans. I think that's the key theme we're seeing.
Southwest ranked #1 in terms of cost and number of destinations, while United scored the highest among frequent flyers. The ranking comes during a difficult year for air travelers. U.S.-based airlines canceled more than 120,000 flights through July. Coming up on First at 4, with students beginning a new school year, districts nationwide are already facing a teacher shortage.
Plus, we've got a break in shower and storm chances through tomorrow. The latest details are coming up in your full forecast right after this.